नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। सुभुजो दुर्धरो वाग्मी महेन्द्रो वसुदो वसूनैकरूपो बृहद्रूपो शिपिविष्टः प्रकाशनः सुभुजः। Subhujo. Bhuja means what? Hands, arms, correct. Subhujo is majestic arms. Rama's arms, Krishna's arms, majestic arms. Durdhara, difficult to be born. It's difficult to hold on to. It is meditation, you find it difficult to hold on to him in your heart. So he's called Durdhara. When you meditate on the Lord, in 1 second you have forgotten him. So it's not easy to hold on to. It's not easy to hold. It's called Durdhara. Vagmi, one who proceeds, Vagmi, one who, from whom proceeds Vedavak. The Vedavak proceeds from him. Mahendra, the great Indra. Vasudo, Vasuhu. Vasuda and Vasuhu, two namas. Vasu means wealth. Vasuda means one who gives wealth. Vasuhu means wealth. Parasara Bhattar says, next, the Vishwarupa of the Lord is described, next few namas. 271 here. Naikarupa. Naikarupa means not one form, many forms. Brihadrupa, immense form. Brihad means immense. Shipivishta, Prakashana. Shipivishta means he who pervades the rays of the sun, says Parasara Bhatta. Acharya Adi Shankara says, he who is the self of all sacrificial animals is Shipivishta. In fact, Purusha Sukta says he himself is a sacrificial animal. Prakashana means he who illuminates. Shloka. Ojas tejo dudidara prakashatma pratapana Ruddha spashtakshro mantra chandram shudbhaskaradyuti. Ojas tejo dudidara. Acharya Shankara gives the commentary for this, the meaning of this. He says, Oja pranabalam. Oja is the strength that is in the vital breath, etc. in the body is called Ojas. Oja pranabalam. Teja Shauryadio Gunaha. A Teja. Shaurya means valor, blazing with valor, etc. Those types of qualities are called Tejas. Oja means Pranavalam. Teja means Shauryadio Gunaha. Dyutihi means Deepti. Deepti means radiance or effulgence. Ta dharayati. Iti Oja Tejo Dutidaraha. He bears all of this. So, he has got Pranabalam, Shauryadio Gunaha and Deepti. All of that he is bearing, so he is Ojas Tejo Dutidaraha. Prakashatma. Prakashatma means radiant self. Radiant self. Pratapana. Pratapana means energizer, or he who scorches enemies. He who energizes devotees and scorches enemies. Ruddha. Ruddha means wealthy. Wealthy with what? Acharya Shankara says, wealthy with dharma, jnana and vairagya, etc. He doesn't for a moment want you to think that wealth is money. He says that he is wealthy with dharma, jnana, vairagya. Ruddha means wealthy with dharma, jnana and vairagya. Spashta akshara, you can make out what it means. Spashta akshara. Spashta akshara means what? Clear letter. Which is this clear letter? Pranava, Omkara. Parasara Bhatta says, he who is clear with his words is Spashta akshara. Shraddha Spashtaksharo Mantra. Mantra. He is mantra. He is revealed by the mantra. He is mantra and he is revealed by the mantra. So on this note, I'll just read a few pages and then we'll complete this verse. I was reading this book on Swami Rama. He was a great Himalayan sage who went to West and came back. to India, Swami Rama. He went to the West and came back, established a huge hospital in Uttaranchal. No more. Beautiful books are there about him and by him as well. So there was one of these about mantra, we said, so I said, okay, I'll come to here. It's written by one American guy called Gus, August Gatto. It's called Gus. He's talking about the initiation into mantra. So he says, here's what happened. Shortly after I had started to attend his lectures at the farmhouse, to my surprise, Swamiji told me to come back on a certain day and time for initiation. I had no idea what initiation was and did not ask anyone. I made no special preparation and had no flowers or offering to give him. I just came as directed. After a short wait, he came down to the ground floor and led me into a large room with a burning fireplace in US. He picked up a couple of folding chairs and we sat down near the fireplace. He crossed his legs and looked at me for a short while. Then he gave me some very basic instructions about the initiation and the seed mantra. Seed mantra and bija mantra. I was interested but not able to fully comprehend what was happening. He leaned over to me and repeated the mantra he was giving me, asking me to repeat it after him. He very, very solemnly instructed me to keep it in my heart. Quote, what did he say? Let it become your friend. Do not share it ever. Remember it, work with it, and develop love for it. It will show you the way and cleanse your heart. It will help you to overcome your weaknesses. Unquote. He appeared to be both speaking to me and beyond me to levels of which I was previously unaware. He realized that I was struggling to absorb the significance of the event. He picked up a notepad and wrote these letters in a vertical column. P, H, B, H, H, W, P, L, F. He then named each of the attributes they signified to be acquired with mantra repetition in meditation. By repeated mantra japa, the following have to be acquired qualities. P, H, B, H, H, W, P, L, F. First P, peace. By japa mantra, you should acquire peace.
Should or will?
Will, if you do it properly. H. H is happiness. B, bliss. H again, health. H again, holiness. W, wisdom. P, power. L, love. And F, final liberation. I told him I did not know what final liberation meant. So he explained it to me. Then he looked at me very seriously and gave me such a loving smile that I could hardly breathe. As he got up to leave, he looked at me again and said, "Now go do it. God bless you." That was it. He says. So this was that. And there's another one which says, another chapter, I'll read a few lines from that. It's called The Power of Japa. Mantra. The power of japa. Constantly being aware of the spirit, aware of the center within you always, that is spirituality. Swamiji began the evening lesson in the main building with a passionate intensity. He told us that it was necessary to have an orderly mind, an organized mind, in order to be able to be aware that there was something beyond the mind. In yoga, the mind is to be trained so as to not disturb you. Then he began to speak of the practice of japa as being the easiest way to discipline the mind. I remember that one of the things I heard him say when I first met him was, all of my serious students should have a Rudrakshamala. Now he was explaining the practice of japa using a mala and the role of the Sumeru bead, the large bead, in helping us to prevent our mind from wandering while saying the mala. We were to remain aware at all times. He says, you will create a heap bracket of wealth. You will create a heap of wealth in the mind by the constant use of japa. The best is yet to come. What he's going to say. Fascinating. This next para. Quote, those who have an ear will hear. Let your whole body become as an ear and listen to your mantra. When the mind is completely still, you listen to the voice from beyond with the heart. Learn to love your mantra. At the time of death, it comes forward to help you. That's what he says. I like that. At the time of death, it comes forward to help you. He also talked of mental repetition of our mantra during otherwise idle time and even while engaged in activities in order to encourage it to be a constant song of love within. This particular lecture touched all of us very deeply. There was a feeling of divinity permeating his every word. So, we'll come back to our slokam. Ruddha Strashtakshro Mantra Chandram Shurбhaskaradhyuti, and then we'll conclude today's session. Chandramshu means ray of the moon. He delights, he is delightful, ray of the moon. Bhaskaradhyuti means, Bhaskara means sun. Dyuti means light, brilliance. Brilliance of the sun. Amritashudbhavo bhanu shashabindu sureshwara aushadam jagatah setu Satyadharmaparakramah Satyadharmaparayana. Amritashudbhavo. Amritamshudbhavo. Amritamshu means moon. Udbhava means born. From where was the moon born? The moon came out and the ocean was churned, no? The churning manthana. Huh? So it came from him. So it's called Amritashudbhava. And also Purusha Sukta says, Chandrama manaso jatah. From the mind it came, right? So Amritashudbhava is source of the moon. Bhanu, radiant sun. Shashabindu. Shashabindu means moon again. Parasara Bhatta says Shashabindu means he who discards the evil-minded. Sureshwara. Sura means Deva. Ishvara is Lord. Lord of the Devas. Aushadha. Aushadha means what? Medicine. For what? Medicine for what? Sansara Rogam. Bhava Aushadham. Jagatah Setu. Setu means bridge on the one hand, dam also. Bridge of the world. He is also the dam, he is the bund of dharma, that is the bounds of social order and harmony. He is the one who maintains that boundaries within which if you remain, then there is social harmony and order. Dharma Setu. That's why Dharma is also called Setu. And he gives the fruits of karma in accordance with the acts of jivas. The fruits of karma can never be escaped. The Sanskrit shloka is quoted here by Bhattar, I think. Yatha dhenu sahastreshu vatso vindati mataram tatha purvakritam karma kartaram anuvindati. If you go to a cattle fair, there are 30,000, 40,000 cows. Tiruvannamalai in Karthikeya, it will happen. In many parts of India, it will happen. Cattle fairs. 50,000 cows, 30,000 cows. One calf in that crowd will call for its mother. That mother will call from somewhere. It will go find it. Yatha dhenu sahasreshu vatso vindati mataram tatha purvakritam karma kartaram anuvindati. Same manner, any karma that you have done, wherever you go, it will find you. born again, it will find you. Satyadharmaparakramah, of true unfailing dharma and prowess.